welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. It's the Charlotte 49ers and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Guys, this is a real test this season for Ole Miss head coach Pete Golding. As you know, a very dramatic and emotional breakup with Lane Kiffin last year, but the players rallied around Coach Golding to make a run in the college football playoff. Now, can he sustain that? Can the players sustain that? And can he build a quality program and keep Ole Miss in that playoff picture? Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will get first crack at it today. And here comes the junior running back. It is on him. He's their best player to make this offense go.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in a phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a... opportunity early in this football game. The Rebels will punt it away on fourth down. He gets it away from his own end zone. He's got great speed. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So the Charlotte 49ers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
Well, this is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but David, he better have a clock going off in his head in this one, because this is one of the elite pass rushes in the entire nation as well. Their D-line is absolutely stocked and loaded with athleticism, with guys with bad intentions, and they built this D-line specifically for games like this.
Yeah, so he better be on time, right? Like, that ball needs to be able to come out. You just got to be careful. You don't get away with some of those liberties of holding on to the football, extending plays.
Makes the catch, and he's free. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Running the red zone. It's Rutledge. Got a little grab. Yes! He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Off play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy, this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep him honest, take him chunk by chunk.
He'll try it again. Runs through a tackle. That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some breathing room and gets it up to the 13-yard line. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll be stopped at the 15. It'll be a first down, and this defense misses an opportunity to keep them backed up close to the goal line. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
He'll pull it down and run. Keeps it and gets past the chains. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. The run inside. It's Lindsey.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Still looking on the move. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And one thing I'm really interested to see is this Ole Miss offense post-Lane Kiffin, post-Charlie Weiss Jr., and they always find wide receivers. Palmer, it's amazing. They've had a knack for it. Was that Kiffin? Was that Weiss? Can Golden find those guys? They bring in a bunch of transfers to try to fulfill the same recipe that they've been using. Let's see how fast it will work.
The best news is Trinidad Chambliss is back throwing the ball, though. And he's one of those guys who can elevate the players around him, too. You're right. There's going to be some new faces, and it's going to be important from a chemistry standpoint that he and these guys are able to get on the same page very early on. But once everything starts clicking, this offense, man, they light up the scoreboard. And how much would you love it as a receiver playing with a quarterback like Chambliss?
I like the adjustments from this offense from first possession to second. Like first possession, you could tell maybe a little bit nervous. Maybe just not starting the way they wanted to. Didn't script the plays, but now
there's some room. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. They'll try to pass their way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Third and goal, where the strong come through. Might be changing the route. Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And he puts through the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Delay to the back. It's Rutledge. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Keeps it on the draw. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Bringing the heat. On the move, he fires. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Takes a handoff. It's Cobb fighting off the defender. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
Back to throw, it's Harrell. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
The 49ers will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A terrific play to keep him from getting to the chains and forcing the turnover on downs. off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
So the 49ers offense ready to set up shop. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Unloads to the wideout. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Harrell. Rushes on him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it on. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
And the 49ers will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Man, as a quarterback, too, after throwing picks, you just got to find completions to get the good mojo going, right, in the very next drive. So he's getting to that right away. He's like, look, if it's not open downfield, where's my running back? I'm in the pocket. I can see him easy. Spit it out to him. Let's get some of those good vibes going.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. They'll run play action. On the run, fires downfield. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Slings it downfield. Finds his man, it's Cook. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there, and he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly roll.
Here on the 49ers sideline, guys, the running back told me something to keep an eye on. It's just he's a little banged up and bruised up. Last week in that win, a lot of contact that he absorbed, and he said he's got to really fight through it here today. Not 100%, but I will let you know how it's going from the sidelines. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see what kind of problems that might cause.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. To the air, it's Harrell. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Trying to take it back. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Rebels. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the catch. It's Barnes. Turns it on at midfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. It's Harrell. And they're not on the same page there.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing with the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
He's going to throw deep right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The 49ers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Using his legs, it's Lacey. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down, and the clock continues to run. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start our coverage with Auburn, taking on the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. And it's the Tigers, looking to make it 3 straight to start the new year. They're already on top in the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the American Conference. Now back to your game inside Vaught Hemingway Stadium. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. And with that, let's head back to the Grove and our fellas at Vaught Hemingway Stadium.
The Rebels will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking to throw, it's Harrell. He's going for it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, the defense got really lucky there. I don't know if there was a coverage bust or what. There is no way that receiver should have been that wide open. Lucky for the defense, though, he puts it on the ground.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
On that RPO, the QB is just trying to keep it himself and see if he can get the first down, but nothing doing. He wasn't able to spring free, just too much speed defensively, and now it sets up fourth down.
And the 49ers decide to punt it away. All the way back to his 5-yard line. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He breaks a tackle, and he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Looking for a push on fourth down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
What a great stick by the defender. But how about this? Quarterbacks like a smooth pocket where they can step up, set their feet. That defense did not give him that. Hit him while he's throwing the football, made it easy for the defender to run underneath it, create an interception.
Charlotte's offense comes out to go on the attack. Down 14-zip, and this would be a really good time to get something on the board. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The 49ers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That false start might prove to be really costly as now they come to the line with a 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's a little room there. Running through contact. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that last play is sort of a microcosm of the kind of day it's been for them offensively in this one. They just haven't really been able to do anything well. Haven't been able to run the ball, catching and throwing, and pass protection like you saw that last play, giving up the sack. There's a lot this offense needs to build on, needs to get better at moving forward.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets and the helmet, and you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. He takes a terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal range.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. On third down, he drops to throw. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. Takes it on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Looking for space, it's Cobb. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Off the play fake. Oh, he wants it all. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixed.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Running inside, it's Lacey. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Rebels are flying down the field. They're going to ride this running back.
And he's done everything for this offense today, running the football, so much so that he's now got 98 yards rushing. We're in the 4th quarter. One more carry, and this guy could eclipse the 100-yard mark.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The run inside. It's Lacey. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
It's a big mountain to climb, but the defense helping themselves out by getting that takeaway. They're going to need a few scores now, but you needed something positive to happen. You needed the momentum to shift, and I think the defense just did that by getting the takeaway.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. And the 49ers want to pick up the tempo.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Right on the money. Got room at the 35. Touchdown, Charlotte. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper was a bolt of lightning, a touchdown pass from 84 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Checking in from the Ole Miss sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The play-action fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He slides past the 1st down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Might as well stick with him. Runs for the tackle. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Quickly complete. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. There's a crease. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to put this one in the vault. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to...
Turning it on! Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. They can move that thing 1 yard here. That'll probably wrap this baby up. That run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line. The Rebels will try to run out the clock in this final minute. Running inside. It's Lindsey. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good. But milk the clock, and it will be your friend. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The This was hardly an offensive juggernaut, but sometimes you lean on your defense and grind out a win.
This was a defensive struggle, no doubt about it, but we know this is a team game, and the defense certainly did what they needed to do. The offense just barely did enough. That's the important part, and David, moving forward, they're going to have to play better on that side of the ball.
I think it looked more like an offensive struggle, not a defensive struggle. They definitely brought their A game, but listen, all you needed was enough points. Win, advance, build some confidence, find some things with this offense down the road that you do better.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis.